Once upon a time in a convenience store, a woman asked, "Which zero-calorie drink will I like more?" The cashier said, "I have a thought. Coke Zero Sugar always hits the spot." The taste made her heart fill with laughter, and with her Coke Zero Sugar, she lived happily ever after. Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, unbelievably delicious.
No trip to the store is complete without the unbelievably delicious zero-calorie taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Pick some up at 7-Eleven today.
Sports betting podcast for your college and NFL games of Thursday, November the 19th, brought to you by OffshoreInsiders.com, the number one source for winning sports picks, www.offshoreinsiders.com. Thank you for requesting that we be a little more frequent. Keep in mind we're doing so many videos with our partners at SBR Forum. The best thing to do, go to YouTube/Offshore Insiders, then go to the playlist, and definitely you want to watch those free sports picks, the free college football picks, free NFL picks, and just get all those. Subscribe to us on Twitter at Offshore Insider. Note there's no S at the end of Offshore Insider, and you get all of our videos, podcasts, etc. Anyway, let's go to the games of Thursday, November the 18th. Joe Duffy's picks with the Thursday night AFC Game of the Year. Phenomenal year in college and pro football. One of our best years in 28 and a half years of winning. www.offshoreinsiders.com has all the details. www.offshoreinsiders.com. Tennessee and Jacksonville, all records are ATS, just like the old score phone days. The Jaguars are 3-0 in the series. Titans are 9-3 after accumulating less than 250 total yards in their previous game. They're 5-2 on Thursdays. Continuing Tennessee, 15-32 to the AFC. 7-18 following a straight-up loss. Again, all records are against the spread. 7-19 following a loss of more than 14 points. They're on a 7-21 skid overall. Sit down for this, folks. Titans 4-20 to the AFC South. Meanwhile, Jaguars are 8-2 to the AFC, 16-34 after allowing more than 350 yards total passing in their last game. 2-6 after allowing less than 90 yards rushing in their last game. Some over-under trends. Tennessee has gone under 6-7 after accumulating less than 90 yards rushing in their previous game. They've gone under 8-2 on the road against teams with a losing home record. Under 7-3 following a straight-up loss. Jacksonville's gone over 11-4 after allowing more than 250 yards passing in their previous game, but under 18-7 to the AFC South. Let's get to your college football games. Remember, two great ways to show support for the podcast. If you're listening to us on iTunes or Stitcher, please give us a very positive rating there, like a 5-star, and maybe leave a nice comment or two, or most importantly, just buy the picks at offshoreinsiders.com and then tell us, hey, look, you love the podcast. East Carolina and Central Florida. East Carolina 9-4 after scoring less than 20 points in their previous game. They're 2-12 in conference games, 0-6 on Thursday nights. UCF, though, is 10-25 after allowing more than 200 yards rushing in their previous game, but they're actually 7-1 on Thursday nights. However, they're 9-23 after accumulating more than 280 yards passing in their previous game, and on a 2-9 overall skid. There's, of course, one other college game, UL Monroe against Texas State. Monroe is 3-7 following a spread loss, 1-5 in the conference, 1-6 after allowing more than 40 points in the previous game. Actually considered going to graduate school at Louisiana Monroe, which at the time was known as Northeast Louisiana. Texas State is 7-3 after allowing more than 40 yards in their previous game. They are 1-6 overall. Remember, the power more than 620 sports services behind each and every selection, tracing its roots back to the score phone days of 1980, the 976 lock line, the single most powerful source in handicapping, giving you sports selection plays at a fraction of the cost, pennies on the dollar at offshoreinsiders.com, www.offshoreinsiders.com.
Want to keep little hands busy at home? The Home Depot has free kids workshop kits with everything you need to get started. Pick up a new one in store starting the first Saturday of every month. Then head to homedepot.com/kids for a project guide that's easy to follow along with, plus loads of other kid-friendly content. Kids can't wait to get their hands on them. Find out more at homedepot.com/kids. Free kids workshop kits only from the Home Depot. How doers get more done. While supplies last, U.S. only.